Let's go.
Hey guys, as promised, this is the first of our video studies. There are some verses that we're going to have to skip over, but I don't want us to miss. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to learn them outside of a church setting. So we're going to be in James chapter 4, learning about what Christianity looks like. And the text goes like this. Now, it's not difficult to figure out what James is talking about here. He's talking about making plans without consulting God. Making plans for your life without first consulting Jesus. And you may ask, why should I even consult Jesus? Well, there are two reasons. First reason being that God already knows what's going to happen to you. In Psalm 139, it says it like this. Every day of your life is already figured out. Before you were ever conceived, before the first day of your life ever began, God already knew what was going to happen every single day of your life, all the way until the last page. He knows what page you're on now. He knows what's going to happen on the next page tomorrow or the next chapter. He knows how many pages of your life are left, and only He knows. And so why would you not consult Him? I'm reminded of some movies that have some twist endings. You may recognize some of them. In those movies, as well as in some books, there are twist endings. There are surprise endings. The audience has no idea. The viewer has no idea. For a certain period of time, the actors who play in the movie have no idea until they read the script. For a certain amount of time, even the producer and director, they don't know. The only person who knows initially for a short period of time is the person who writes it. The same with a book. Only the writer knows. God is the writer of our lives, and only He knows what's going to happen at the end. Only He knows the surprises, the twists, the turns, the tragedies, the climaxes of our lives. Only He knows. And so we should consult Him. Not only does He know what's going to happen to us, Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that He wants what is best for us. For I know the plans I have for you, declares who? Declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So He knows what's going to happen to you. And He wants what is best for you. Now, sadly, a lot of times those things are not going to line up, because a lot of times we're going to choose things that are not best for us instead of we should consult Him when we decide whether or not to date someone. God, should I date this person? Now, how many times have you dated someone and regretted it? God, my friends want to go see this movie this weekend, and I kind of want to see it too. It seems interesting. Should I go see this movie? And you might get this little feeling inside that says, this doesn't feel right. And most of the time when you get that feeling, it's not right. God, what should I do this weekend? I don't really have any plans. Is there something you want me to do? Is there somebody you want me to talk to? Is there something you want me to be involved in this weekend? Better yet, what about Christmas break? That's coming up. What should I do then? God, what I want to do is just sit on my butt and eat a lot. But God, what do you want me to do during Christmas break? What is that great plan that you've got in store for me? What is that awesome, abundant life going to be like for me during Christmas break? Spring break. God, I really want to go to the beach during spring break. I've done it every year, and everybody does it. So what do you want me to do? Well, He might not want you to go to the beach. He may want you to go on some type of mission trip. He may want you to stick around here and help your youth pastor make plans for the summer. That would be fun. God, what should I do with my time? God, should I join this club next year, or this organization, or this group, or this team, or even this ministry? Before we sign up for anything, we should consult God, because God doesn't want you to sign up for everything. God doesn't want you to be so busy that you can't do anything right. God doesn't want you to be doing so many things that you can't do anything to the fullest. God may not want you to be involved in the things that you're involved in this year, next year. The team, the group, the club, whatever it happens to be. Consult God. God, what do you want me to be a part of? What is best for me, because you know best? God, what college should I go to? Not a big deal for you guys right now, seemingly, but it will become a big deal as you get older. What college should I go to? Should I go to this college? Or should I go to this concert? Or should I go to this church event? We must consult God. Finally, I want to point out what he says in verse 17. It almost seems like it's not related, as if it's some type of extra side note until you read the verses that follow. But this is what it says in verse 17. For the one who knows what good he ought to do and doesn't do it, it is a sin. We like to define Christianity as a list of don'ts. As long as I don't do this and don't do that and don't say this, I'm fine. But James tells us something opposite. James tells us that we should be doing things. James tells us that we should be focusing on things that we're supposed to be doing. James is telling us that Christianity is a proactive movement. Christianity is a lifestyle that is proactive, that does things, that searches for things to do. And if we're focused on what we should be doing, the activity that Jesus has in store for us every day, we wouldn't have to worry about the rules. We wouldn't have to worry about what not to do and what not to say, because we'd be doing what we should be doing and should be saying. Christianity is meant to be proactive. Are you proactive? That's what Christianity looks like. Hey guys. Okay. Anyway. So that's telling us... Oh! Okay. Hello. So what does that mean? What is that? Hold on a second. So
hit me like a ball.